The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. It's still April. It's the 13th. And look at that, right on time, 5:30.
And one thing it's not still doing, it's not snowing.
There we go. We finally broke the simulation. It's not just repeating itself over and over again. I will say not snowing, but in true fashion of complaining at 5:30 in the morning, it feels like the middle of winter out there. I wore 3 layers on my walk to work today.
Yeah, it is very cold. It's minus 16, wind chill making it feel like minus 23. And I think if you were wishing for more winter, or if you were wishing like, oh, I wish I got that snowshoe in, or that last, I don't know, walk through the forest, now's your time, because thankfully it's supposed to get warmer this weekend. Friday's going to be +2.
Is Vista Ridge still... They're probably having their best conditions right now with all the fresh powder that just dropped over the past 5 days.
They probably are, but they closed for the season on Slush Cup Day.
Oh...
Had the best sleep last night, Sean.
Oh, very nice. Switch anything up? Did you try any new remedies, or you just go to bed early, or what are you talking about?
I did never go to bed. In fact, I woke up this morning on my couch where I must have fallen asleep watching TV last night.
Oh, fall asleep just to let me guess. What are you watching right now? Homeland?
No, 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that'll put you to bed for sure. I can see how that could get you a good sleep.
Well, it's hard because as soon as you close your eyes where you're like, I might fall asleep right now, they're all in different countries that don't speak English, so you have to read the closed captions, otherwise you don't know what's going on. So as soon as you shut your eyes, you're completely out of it. You have no idea, so it's not like something's going to catch your attention. You're going to be like, whoa, what's happening?
That's very impressive, because usually couch sleeps, the comfort level of those lasts for, I want to say, maximum 2 hours, and then you have to turn over, and then you're like, oh, I'm on the couch, I'm just going to walk over to bed. But you went through the whole night.
I made it through the whole night. I woke up this morning very disoriented, and today I have a sore back because, of course, my cushions separated and I was in a little bit of a hole.
You're shaped like a V, pretty much.
Yes, exactly. So it was a bit of a fail, but I must have slept well for the time that I slept because I didn't wake up to go to bed. I woke up when my alarm went off.
Yeah, you're bouncing off the walls this morning. Maybe you should do couch sleeps more often. Do you remember Love is Blind taking over the entire social media landscape for about a hot week or so?
Yes. There was Shake, there was Shane, there was Olivia.
Yeah, and then at the end, when the reunion happened, they all got together. The Lachey's, they teased a new show called The Ultimatum.
The Lachey's, oh man. Nick Lachey, obviously.
Okay. And Vanessa, isn't that his wife?
Yeah, that's his wife. I just have never heard them called the last name.
Oh, okay. Well, look at me starting trends over here. The Ultimatum. Do you remember what it's about? It's about couples that basically are on a reality. And by the way, they're all in their 20s, it looks like.
Okay.
And it's either we get married or I hook up with the person beside you.
Yeah, I remember watching the preview at the end of the Love is Blind reunion and being like, that looks like trashy television if there ever was any, and it's taking it too far. I watched Too Hot to Handle and I thought that was way too far down the trash train. I also watched Tiger King. I'm not about to press play on Ultimatum. Yeah,
this Ultimatum seems like it's a little bit too hot to handle and Bachelor almost, because I haven't watched it yet, but my girlfriend keeps telling me you need to watch, you need to catch up, because they're doing that thing where they stagger the episodes, 4 episodes a week at a time.
Right. Ugh.
And 4 more episodes, I guess, are dropping today for it. So she's so amped up that she just gets to watch 4 more episodes of this Ultimatum.
So are you skipping your nap today, Sean, so you can catch up and have something to talk about with your girlfriend, or are there greater pressing things to fill your conversation?
No, Blue Jays are on. I need to watch Vladdy go deep a couple more times. So Blue Jays, and then maybe this weekend when I meet up with her, I'll get caught up on the whole Ultimatum spiel.
Came across a new way to make your house look super nice and lovely, like you're a jet setter, really.
Oh yes, trendy, aesthetic. Lay it on me.
So basically, you can now buy a vacuum cleaner that looks like luggage.
Can you also use it as luggage, or does it just look like luggage?
I don't think you'd want to keep your clothes in the place where all your dust gets collected.
True.
But basically they're saying you can now leave your vacuum cleaner out, or put it to the side of the room, because it looks like then you just returned from a trip, even though you've just been cleaning your house. So
Just got back from Madrid. Also, can you move? I need to vacuum up that dust. Right
yeah, exactly. But I was thinking about this because my husband's actually on a trend in that direction as well, where we have this shoe rack that kind of has to be out in the open in our house. We don't have like a landing or anything, so you kind of
Right. Yes. Yeah.
walk into the kitchen and there's your shoes. So he is turning our shoe rack to look like a guitar amp.
Oh, that is very cool and fitting for everything that your husband plays.
Yeah, he's got so many instruments, so it's just kind of going to look like it's part of the furniture, but oh, surprise.
Hold up. Can you still put your shoes on the shoe rack, or is it just a fake amp now?
No, you can put your shoes on. You have to move.
Well, the luggage didn't hold close. So I was just seeing if your shoe amp rack thing is going to hold shoes.
You can't plug a guitar into the amp and have it project sound, but it can hold you.
All right, just checking. Logistics. Last week I went on a rant about in fashion stuff.
Yes.
And I just hate the term. I hate how like people will like model their lives after what's in fashion, even if they don't believe that they look good in that.
Yes.
But one thing that I see that is in fashion that I like is cuffed jeans.
Okay. And you did buy new jeans last week.
Yeah. And so I'm like learning new ways to cuff. First of all, do you cuff jeans at all?
No, I tuck my jeans into my boots every single day.
Nerd.
Well, I'm not in fashion, but apparently that's okay.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Thanks, John.
But yeah, so I've seen so many people cuffing their jeans and like just walking around in everyday life in like different ways. I'm like, oh, how do you do that cuff? Because I just know the everyday normal cuff of just like roll it up. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, that's more than just a roll up when I see other people. So I just go to the how-to YouTube videos. And there's a lot of different ways to cuff your jeans.
This is like very much news to me. I've never noticed anybody's cuff to be fancy. But like, is it like tying a tie that there's that many different ways?
I think there is a lot of different ways, but the first one that I stumbled on was the one that I loved. And so I only watched one video. And it's basically like you take your inseam right at the bottom and then you pinch the extra jean and then you fold it back. And you tighten it up a little bit, and then you roll it up, and then you roll it up once more, and then you have like an inch cuff, and it creates it tighter around your ankle, which I like the look of. And then it's also just like, especially when I wear high top Converse as well, you can kind of see the high tops, and you can have a tight cuff right around there. So if you see me looking stylish, it's your boy.
In fashion. Stopped by Independent yesterday to grab myself a sandwich, and I made the mistake of texting my husband and saying, do you want one?
Oh, yeah. And the sandwiches there are so good. And there's so many, like the variety.
The variety is crazy. I didn't quite realize how big of a variety it was until I was like, what kind do you want? Here, I'll send you a photo. And then I ended up walking around to 5 different cases and taking pictures of their sandwiches. And I was like, I probably look like a mystery shopper right now.
Oh, yes, the classic mystery. Can we talk about for a hot second?
Yeah.
We all know that's just like a scam, right? That's just your managers like putting fear into all the workers like to work harder.
No, it's not a scam.
Yeah, it is.
No, companies actually like pay people to come in and like inspect them from outside of their organization.
Okay, I've worked at McDonald's, Panago, Safeway. I've worked at a couple places. Never got one in my life.
Okay, you don't know if you got a mystery shopper because they don't tell you, hey, I'm a mystery shopper. Make sure you make my pizza right.
See, and that's why it's a scam, because the manager's like, oh, you could get a mystery shopper today. Better work your hardest.
No, like especially working in restaurants, you get shopped often, and they'd be like, the server said this. They brought me my steak. I sent it back. Like they have like specific instructions to be like, even if your steak is cooked perfectly, sometimes you have to send it back and be like, actually, I said well done. It's like, no, you didn't, and you have to see how the person reacts.
You were a waitress. Have you been shopped?
I haven't been shopped myself, thank God, but I always follow the rules. 2 bites, 2 minutes. I know what I'm doing. But definitely at my restaurant, many of the other servers had the unfortunate experience of having a mystery shopper.
Still don't believe it. I still just think it's putting fear.
All right. I think you need to look up a new job, Sean. Indeed, sometimes they have listings for mystery shoppers.
All right. Side hustle, mystery shopper. I'll report back.
Giving myself a pep talk in the mirror the other day.
Okay.
And I'm kind of like jumping up and down and I'm being like, let's go. And you got this and you can do this. And my husband walked in and was like, what can you do? Like, what?
What are we training for? Are we going to the gym again? Like, what's going on over here?
I'm about to take a rapid test.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I kind of get that. Been there before. You're tickling your brain pretty much.
Yeah, like the self-control needed to put that swab up your nose and keep it in there and twirl it while you're just like tickling yourself. Your eyes start watering and then it's like, okay, keep twirling. All right, now do it to the other nostril. It's like, are you crazy?
Yeah, as if the one side wasn't already worse. Like now, if you're a left brain type of person, you need to swap that side as well.
Yeah. And so like I have a cold and I didn't want to infect anybody, so I've done a rapid test multiple times this week. I don't feel like it gets any easier. In fact, it gets more imperative that I pump myself up harder and harder each time. Like, you've got this. It's okay. We're going to put this thing up in your nose, but it's going to be fast and we're going to get it over with. Like, oh my goodness, what a thing.
Well, if you need help, I'm always here to shove that thing up your nostril, okay?
What a kind gesture. Thank you, but
I will have no problem giving you a little swapsies up there, okay?
The internet has come up with another new term for us to learn.
Love it. Always love these. Love expanding my vocabulary.
Algospeak.
Algospeak. First thought, alligators. But I don't think we're speaking like them. So, second thought, algorithms.
Okay.
And I think algospeak is like knowing your way around an algorithm and like you're explaining it to someone like, hey, you should make that post at 6 p.m. tonight because that's when your algorithm is peaking for your audience. You'll get maximum engagement. And then you'd be like, are you algospeaking me right now? And I'd be like, yeah, I am.
Okay, that sounds really good, and you are correct with the first part of the word. Algo does stand for algorithm, but let's
level up your lexicon.
Algospeak is because the algorithm is cutting out videos that have certain words in them.
Oh.
So people have started speaking differently and using other words so that their videos don't get put to the bottom of the pile. For instance, algorithms on a lot of platforms don't like the word dead. They think it's scary. They think it's not good content. So video creators have started using the words unalive.
Oh, yeah. I've noticed this, especially in TikTok for sure, because closed captioning is all on there, and you'll just notice in the closed captioning, it's like, that's not what they said or whatever, you know? And okay, I'll go speak. I get it.
Yeah. There you go. You've leveled up your lexicon this morning, Sean. Good job. We got a comedian from Fort McMurray on Canada's Got Talent, Ola Dada.
I am Nigerian, and growing up in a Nigerian home was very tough. But I could tell my parents got less strict, especially with the names that they gave their kids, because my full name is Oluwumi Samuel Mubarak Dada. It's quite a bit. My sister's name is Abiola Deborah Dada. And then for some reason, my little brother's name is Nathan.
Ola, that's you last week on Canada's Got Talent. It's so cool that you are from Fort McMurray, putting some good news for us on the map. Thank you so much. Ola, tell us a little bit about where you grew up.
I went to St. Anne in Timberley, and that was my elementary school, and then I went to Westwood for high school.
Represent. A lot of smart kids come out of Westwood. They just swept the regional science fair last week.
Thank you. You know, it was weird because when I was coming up, Westwood was looked as the ad school, especially after Trinity showed up. I'm like, okay, we get it. You guys are all Jesus-y. I get it. But we're not a bad school also. Okay, we're great.
There we go. Were you involved in any of like the community programs, like sports programs or like arts programs?
Yeah, I was in all of anything basketball, literally from elementary in St. Anne's to volleyball in high school as well, too.
And then, so how did the transition go? So did you do like comedy things like growing up? Were you like the class clown, or did that come like a little later on?
I was, you know, I hate to say it, I was the class clown growing up. But, you know, I was better than a class clown. I was like just a funny guy, you know? Like I wasn't annoying my teachers too much. It was one of those things where my teachers didn't like me, but they couldn't resist that I was actually funny, though.
Hey. So where are you at now? You're living in Vancouver, and what are you getting up to? Of course, you're on Canada's Got Talent, but what does your normal life look like?
A normal life, I wake up in the morning, you know, I go for breakfast, and then I head to the gym, and then I go to TD. I go to TD Canada Trust. Oh, I don't know. Can I say that? Probably not.
Sure,
I
go
for it. Yeah.
I go to my bank, and after that, I plan for the rest of my night for my comedy shows or bookings. I record sketches. But usually I have shows late at night. But between those couple of hours, I plan just keep on planning for comedy.
We obviously can't ask you how far you made it. Our Canada's Got Talent continues week after week. What's it like seeing yourself on TV?
Not gonna lie, it's a little weird. It's very strange. I'm not used to it yet. I honestly don't even like looking in mirrors. And then my face is just everywhere. And honestly, it's been really cool. All joking aside, it's been a complete dream come true. Honestly, having the whole community of Fort McMurray, like people are just finding out I do stand-up comedy for the first time, and it's just a breath of fresh air because I've gotten so many messages like, "Oh man, like this inspired me to push for my dreams." Like honestly, when I started, I didn't think it's going to be something that was going to like inspire other people, and knowing that what I'm doing is so impactful, honestly makes me just want to keep on going, keep pushing. Honestly, it's just very heartwarming and breathtaking, the whole experience, to be honest.
We need you to, we have these Wednesday comedy nights at the casino that just started up. We need to get you in contact with those people and get you headlining a couple of them. I think that would be awesome.
That would be amazing. I didn't even know. Like, that would be great. I hope they can hear this. Book me, please.
Yeah, because I think it's brand new. Hey, Steph?
Yeah. Just in the last couple months, the casino was brand new. They did a full-on revamp. I don't know when the last time you were here, if you were here for Boomtown Casino, but now it's called Rivers Casino.
I don't know. Boomtown is one of those places that always looks so fun, but I was never allowed in.
All right. Well, you might be old enough now to go check it out and maybe make some people laugh.
Yeah, full renovations. It's quite the place now.
Well, how's Peter Pan Mall? How's Peter Pan?
Hey, when is the last time you've been up in Fort McMurray?
Man, I haven't been there since 2013. I don't even. It's like, is Peter Pan Mall still there?
Oh,
Peter Pan Mall is still there. You have missed a few natural disasters, my friend.
Oh, did I ever? Oh God, I was watching the news. My parents were actually still there during the fire, which is. Well, I think my parents they moved right after the fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they moved straight to Calgary, and it was funny because my dad was trying to smuggle his TV that he just purchased in the back of the truck while the city was burning down.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious.
Save one thing. It's like, God, that TV that I just bought, that's going in the back.
He's got to check. My dad literally pulled because my mom and dad. My mom has an SUV, and my mom was trying to get my dad to get into the SUV, and my dad was like, "No, I'm going to take the truck because the 70-inch is going to fit in the back of the truck." I was like, "What are you doing?" My mom was calling me and complaining the whole time. I was like, "You won't believe the fire. The whole city is burning down, and he wants to grab his TV. He doesn't even care." I'm like, "What the heck? What is going on?" Dad came into a freaking SUV.
Oh, that's way too good.
It's so funny the things people grab. I know somebody that was really upset that they had just bought a giant espresso machine and couldn't lift it by themselves. They were trying to call friends who were evacuating to come help them carry it to their car.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious. I'm sorry. I know obviously it's a tragedy, but like that is just. See, that's the thing. As a comic, I find humor in everywhere. And how I even found out about the fire, first of all, was the most insane thing. Because again, I'm in Vancouver, and I was just getting Snapchats from my friends that were still currently in Vancouver, screaming, "It's lit! It's lit!" I'm like, "What's going on? Like, why?" Like, I didn't even. I wasn't even sure. I thought it was like a bush party or something. But then I'm like, "This is way too big for a bush party. Like, what the hell?"
Oh yeah, it's just wild how all that happens. When does Canada's Got Talent air so everyone in the region can continue on with your journey?
Yeah, so Canada's Got Talent airs every Tuesday. I believe it's 9 p.m. Calgary time in City TV. The judges, Howie, all of them, Trish, they were so amazing. It was super dope getting amazing feedback for my talent that I've been crafting for years from those guys. Everybody was so welcoming on the show. You can catch it every Tuesday, City TV, not CTV, City TV, 9 p.m.
Perfect. Well, Ola, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today and give a little piece of fame and good fortune and hilarity to Fort McMurray on the map of Canada's Got Talent.
Thank you so much. Actually, I got to make a quick note. Sean, you actually gave me a really good idea for a tour name. I loved it. You said it off the top, Almost Famous. I love that.
Because I don't know how far you went. I was just like, I don't know. It's just like, you're like peaking right there. I was just like, it might happen.
I'm peaking. I like that.
I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to be like, you're this big famous person. All of a sudden you don't win. And I'm just like, I ruined it.
No, never. I'm never gonna stop. I like that name a lot, though. By the way, I don't know if I have to give you money for it, but
just free tickets. Just free tickets, like four tickets wherever you're going. Hold them aside.
All right, I give you 2 free popcorns, and that's the highest I'm doing.
There we go. See, it's all about the bargaining. It's all about the bargaining.
You're at least Fort Mac famous, which is pretty good in our book.
Honestly, that's the best thing I've heard in years.
Hey, we're going to get that hookup for the casino, too, because I definitely want to see you here.
Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate your time. It was very fun talking to you. Very fun interview here.
We appreciate it,
best of
too.
luck.
Can't wait to watch you every Tuesday.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.